Namaskar, everybody. This is Dadavid. He's my meditation teacher who first taught me meditation like 20 years ago or over 20 years ago. And in this video, he's going to show you how you can make your meditation come alive while you're hiking, how you can make something like hiking truly and purely spiritual. Check it out.
I think in life it's very important to find ways to bring magic into everything one does. When one looks around at the creative universe itself, it is so magical. A spiritual practice, a meditative practice, doesn't have to be confined to one blanket or to one mat. It can be taken out into the world and made active. And so then at a place like this, in this beautiful forest, one can apply spirituality in very creative ways to nourish the mind, to nourish the soul, and to nourish the body. So welcome to the trail of the rhythmic mantras. On this trail, we repeat mantras in the mind as we are moving the body in a rhythmic way. So it's kind of a walking meditation, a moving meditation, a dynamic meditation. And it was inspired by what I saw the Sherpas do in Nepal, in that when they walk with the hikers, the Sherpas, they maintain the same rhythm, whether they're going up the mountain, down the mountain, or on flat land. And I think this is a good analogy for how we should live life, that we maintain the same rhythm, if you will, no matter what's happening in our lives, whether things are positive or things aren't positive. We walk with the same rhythm, repeating a mantra. So there's a particular mantra I use, which is Baba Nam Kevalam. It basically means that everything is the expression of one consciousness. So the trail of rhythmic mantras just was that loop there.
Okay.
And then this one is a trail of inspirations.
What do you have there, Dada?
Those are eatable?
It's a black currant, yeah. I'm getting inspiration. When it comes to creativity, we can be intentional. Clearly we have the moments, right, where we have this intuitive burst of creativity that kind of surprise us. But also I think we can be intentional. So creativity can be linked to place, and creativity can be linked to time. So you could say, okay, every day from 4 to 5 is my creative time. Similarly, one could have a creative place. Now, the Trail of Inspirations then is a place of creativity. So what we do on this trail, we simply open ourselves to whatever life is presenting ourselves at a given time. Now, sometimes I'm very intentional about it, and I'll think about, okay, I'm giving this class next week. Universe, do you have any inspiring tips or advice about the class I'm about to give? Or I simply just have an open mind. And it's been quite remarkable for me how this works so well. Wow, 500 million years ago, this was sand on the bottom of the ocean. So here at Ancestor Rock, we have a wonderful opportunity to recognize those who came before us, who have inspired us in some way. And so here we celebrate, we honor that lineage, we honor the fact that people before us had to struggle, had to suffer, had to sacrifice so that we can be here today enjoying life. Most of this mantra we're about to do comes from the Bhagavad Gita, and that part of the mantra recognizes that everything around us is an expression of the one consciousness that's animated the entire universe. Rishi Devebhyo Namaha, Rishi Devebhyo Namaha, Brahmapanam, Brahmapanam, Brahmahavir, Brahmahavir. So we say in the mantra that I'm an expression of that infinite consciousness. My actions are an expression of the same. My intentions are an expression of the same. And those people with whom I interact are also an expression of that one infinite consciousness. So it's recognizing the interconnectedness of everything, especially the ancestors. We have arrived at Pranayama Rock. Prana is the vital force that animates every expression in the universe, not just the body, but also the thoughts, as well as everything that moves and grows, everything in the universe. And yama is to control, to regulate. So we regulate the prana. The prana is linked to the breath. Clearly, when we inhale, the oxygen is transported to the cells to support the metabolism. That is giving us energy. So that's one expression of prana into the body. When we regulate the breath, we're able to regulate, to focus the energy that we have. So it's a very potent practice, actually, to allow the mind to kind of reinforce itself with universal energy. Pranayama Rock commands a beautiful view of the surrounding area. We're above the treetops. We're looking down on the canopy of the forest. It's a place to feel the power of expressed life. So when we do the pranayama here, we feel as we're inhaling that the potency of all life is entering into our being. And when we exhale, we're exhaling our energy into the universe through good thoughts and through deeds. So it's an energetic communion with life. So welcome to the TOAA, as I call this one, the Trail of Agile Abandon. So let's look at agility. I think it's one of the benefits of meditating is that one gets much more mental agility. That's to say, one can see different perspectives of life, one can see different opinions. One's much better able to keep a fluid mind that is less rigid, less confined to certain beliefs or dogmas. And abandon, well, I think that's another aspect of meditation that's beneficial in that we become less attached to outcomes, right? We engage in life with a lot of faith that everything will work out for the best, and if it doesn't, well, at least we tried. So with this sense of abandonment, it's not a negation of life, like it's not abandoning one's responsibilities, but it's just abandoning the need to always have a certain outcome. So we put this into the trail by basically running down the trail over rocks.
I didn't sleep all night.
Right now, in this present moment, without having any coffee.
Yet I managed to walk all trail for 6 hours. I thought it was a hike with meditation, just a few, like 2 hours maybe.
And it's just a beautiful reminder for all of us to break our routine and come out into nature.
I overcame some fear from heights. I jumped over the cliff. I realized that I would like to do more of this. I don't do it as often.
Others said he's done this so many times, and it's a routine, but even in that routine he finds something new, and he breaks that and comes up with something new. And like even today we broke that routine. So my challenge to you is break your routine, come out, hike, or do something that challenges you, like it makes you scared, jump over that cliff.
So I invite you to do something like this, if you can, with Dara, Gustavo, and Mia. That would be great.
In this place, I've discovered ways to express spirituality into the hike. So the hike is not just about walking. The hike then is about bringing spirituality into a dynamic process of communing with everything that's around. And it's delightful, as I hope you will experience, to find very creative ways to express spirituality as a human being in nature.
I really want to thank you not just for today's hike, but for 20 years plus of you being my meditation teacher. And in fact, I want to invite you all to check out a video called My Story, How I Got Started in Tantra. Click right over there to watch it, and you'll see a little bit more about Dada's and my story there.